A federal trial is underway in California, and it could reshape the way we use social media. Arizona and dozens of other states are suing Meta. The company behind Facebook and Instagram is accused of intentionally designing its platforms to get kids addicted. Some parents are also blaming those states are suing for damages that could reach up to $1.4 trillion.
I felt sick when I read the effects of Meta's Instagram features on still developing children, including pro-anorexia content and algorithms that if you view content about self-harm, lead the platform to deliver even more content about self-harm.
This is about our children, the next generation, our kids. They deserve to be safe. And Meta has acted unlawfully here. We are here to hold them accountable.
Meta denies accusations that its platforms cause addiction. They also say they're working towards improving safety on Facebook and Instagram. This trial is expected to last 6 to 8 weeks.